Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Don from 1A Auto. I hope this how-to video helps you out. And the next time you need a part for your vehicle, think of 1AAuto.com. Thanks.
In this video, we're going to show you how to replace the rear brakes on this 2006 Jeep Liberty. And we show you on the passenger side, but the driver's side is a similar procedure. The items you'll need for this is new brake pad and rotor kit from 1AAuto.com, a flat blade screwdriver, 13mm and 19mm socket and ratchet, a torque wrench, jack and jack stands, a wire brush, brake cleaner, brake grease, and a large C-clamp. If you have a wheel cover, you want to start off by removing it. And if you don't have air-powered tools, you want to loosen up these 19mm lug nuts while the vehicle's on the ground, jack the vehicle up, and then remove them the rest of the way. Check your rotor for any deep gouges or indents, and ours is actually in decent condition. And then you want to check these brake pads, and you can see we have a lot of life on ours. Now just remove these two 13mm bolts. Using a flat blade screwdriver, pry in on the caliper piston, and this will make it easier to lift the caliper up and off. And now pry the caliper up and set it aside. And then pry out these brake pads. You just have to pry up the clips and then push them out of the caliper. And now your rotor slides right off. On the right is the old rotor and brake pads. On the left are the new ones from 1A Auto. You can see they're identical and they're going to mount exactly the same. Using brake cleaner, just wipe down your new rotor. And then apply some brake grease to the tabs on either end of your brake pads. Use a wire brush to clean up the brake pad slides. Now use a large C-clamp to push the caliper piston back down into place. And as you tighten it up, it'll just push the piston down flat. And you want to check these caliper slides, and if there isn't enough grease on them so they're not moving freely, just fill it up right there. Now slide your new rotor into place, and then put your brake pads into your caliper. Now when you replace your caliper, you want to push the top part in first and then the bottom, and you want to make sure that at the same time that the caliper is going over the slides. As you can see right here, he's checking the slides, making sure the caliper is going to go down over those. And it pushes into place. And then we're just going to fast forward here as he replaces those two 13mm bolts.
And tighten them up to 20 to 25 foot-pounds.
And we'll fast forward as Don's replacing the wheel and those lug nuts. And then you want to tighten them up preliminarily, lower the vehicle and tighten them up the rest of the way. And then torque each of them in a crossing pattern to 100 foot-pounds. And if you have a wheel cover, replace it.
And then repeat all that for the other side. You always want to do your brakes in pairs. Then get in, pump your brakes a bunch of times, make sure you have a good solid pedal before you go out and road test the vehicle. Also just do kind of stops from 5 and 10 miles an hour, make sure everything's working. We hope this video helps you out. Brought to you by oneaauto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll-free, 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.